What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. So the Cleveland Browns are kind of in an interesting spot with the whole Jarvis Landry thing, Baker Mayfield thing. There's just a lot going on with Cleveland. So today I thought it would be fun to go ahead and do a trading Jarvis Landry Cleveland Browns rebuild, because we haven't done a Browns rebuild in quite some time anyway. Now, before we get into this video though, guys, if you could leave it a like and of course subscribe if you are new. Thank you guys so much for 2,000 subscribers, by the way. And I also have a podcast episode dropping tonight with 3 of my friends. We're gonna be recapping all the franchise tags and have our own free agency predictions. If you're interested in that at all, links down in the description below. Thank you guys for that. So of course, we're gonna always start these videos off with the negotiation stage. Get the guys we need to bring back. So one thing we know for sure is the Browns actually did franchise tag David Njoku. So I'm gonna make sure we franchise tag him here. I'm gonna lowball him, then franchise. Let's just go ahead and get that out of the way. So I'm gonna lowball him and then franchise tag him. That way he doesn't accept anything I give him. So let's just go something stupid like this. Maybe he all right, let's see what he says. He says free agency, and then like I said, the Browns actually franchise tagged him, so I'll go ahead and franchise tag him. All right, so we have Ronnie Harris, we have Anthony Walker, quite a bit of free agents that we actually would love to bring back. So let's make sure we do that. So Jadeveon Clowney, don't know if I'll bring him back. I'm not really sure. 29 years old. I mean, he's good and all. It's just I don't know if I want to spend that much money. We'll kind of see what he costs, but I do want to bring back Ronnie Harris. I know that for sure. Keep him at my strong safety position at 25. That'd be great. So we'll have him. And Anthony Walker, I believe our middle linebacker depth isn't great right now, so we'll go ahead and keep him as well if he will resign. He is back. We have a 26-year-old nose tackle who is star development. We'll bring him back as well. So it looks like we're resigning quite a bit of guys here. Rashard Higgins, I probably won't worry about. We got Tack McKinley down there. Then do I want to bring back Jadeveon Clowney is the question. I mean, I wouldn't mind. Let's see what he costs. It's $10 million per year. I'll wait. I'll try to revisit him in free agency, see if there's something more that I would want. If I don't want anything else, then I'll just go get Jadeveon Clowney again. So before we trade Jarvis Landry, I just got to take a look at what the Browns roster even looks like, just to freshen my mind. That way I know what I need. So I knew the offensive line was fantastic. Like I said, they did franchise tag David Njoku, so you don't know what that means for Austin Hooper as well. That could be a guy we potentially trade away. And then Baker Mayfield. So I don't know what his future is going to look like. I could see where he could stay with Cleveland or he could be gone. I mean, it kind of depends on how he performs. He's had years where he's great. He's also had years where he's really bad. So coming off an injury, maybe this next season's good for him, and then we'll have more clarity on the situation. But for this video, I'm going to try to keep Baker Mayfield as the quarterback the whole time. We'll see how it goes. But of course, Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, and then Donovan Peoples-Jones, who was really good. With Odell gone, and defensively, this is where I kind of want to look at the most. So we got Anthony Walker, which is great, and then JOK, which is awesome. He's a stud in itself. Then we got Malik McDowell. I knew their secondary was really good, and then actually we had quite a bit of depth, so we really didn't even need to resign Ronnie Harris because we had Grant Delpit sitting behind him at 23. So maybe we should have just let Ronnie Harris walk. Probably should have looked at that before I did, but it's okay. We can trade him later on. But nose tackle and then left end. So yeah, I guess Jadeveon Clowney would be kind of an important position to grab, and then outside linebacker. All right, so I kind of like what we need. We're gonna go ahead and trade Jarvis Landry now, just because that has been kind of a question mark. Might even trade Austin Hooper as well. We'll kind of see what we can make happen. So I'm just gonna send Jarvis Landry over to the Indianapolis Colts for a second-round draft pick. I don't know if Landry would be worth the first. I mean, maybe he could be to some teams. I don't think so anyway, but get a second-round pick for Landry. I feel pretty solid about that. And then the next person I did want to take a look at, of course, like I said, was Austin Hooper. We might look to trade him as well. Just hasn't panned out all that well for Cleveland. So probably looking at trading him to free up a little bit more money and then get some more assets for a team that needs a tight end. I'm going to be sending Austin Hooper over to the Seattle Seahawks. Not really what Seattle needs necessarily, but since they are committed to Russell Wilson, I thought I could give them an upgrade at tight end. We get a third-round draft pick in this draft. So that just gives us a little bit more money to spend in free agency. So those two guys are gone now. We could probably look at wide receiver in free agency and also draft one. Jesse Bates actually got franchise tagged, but this is the first time I've ever seen him hit free agency in this Madden or this year in Madden. So that's pretty cool, but I'm not going to go for him. It would be cool to get him, but like I said, he actually did get franchise tagged by Cincinnati, so I'm not going to go for him. And then Teron Armstead, Mike Williams actually would be a nice guy to go sign, because we do need a wide receiver. So if we get rid of Landry, I guess we could go sign Mike Williams technically. We do need another nose tackle. Sebastian Joseph Day could be solid, which usually is the best nose tackle in these sims anyway. Linval Joseph is here as well. BJ Hill, we could steal him over from Cincinnati. That could be solid. But I think I will go for the 86 overall. I think that makes a little bit more sense for trying to make this team better. So we'll go for Sebastian Joseph Day. bring him in. I know I get him like all the time, but he's literally one of the best nose tackles you can get in this draft or in this free agency class. So then outside linebacker usually isn't an option. You have Devondre Campbell, but you don't need a middle linebacker. I'm content with Anthony Walker, Leighton Vander Esch, and then looking at Quan Alexander. Yeah, there's just nothing I really want over there. Corners and secondary, we are totally fine at. Do I want to go and spend the money on Mike Williams, who has yet to be franchise tagged? But honestly, by the time this video drops, he might have gotten franchise tagged. I don't know. It hasn't been announced yet as I'm recording this. Do I want to go for it, though, is the question. Do I want to go? You know what? Since we did just trade Jarvis Landry, I guess we can go for Mike Williams, which is kind of funny to think about, but we'll go ahead and grab him. We should have interest, which Cleveland also had interest in Calvin Ridley before, of course, that man got freaking suspended for a year, which is just insane. So surprising. So Mike Williams, Sebastian Joseph-Day. And I think the last one is going to be Jadeveon Clowney, who is out here. He is getting some offers, though, so we might be in a bidding war. So let's see how this will go for us. So Clowney, if we gave you an offer, we'd be someone offered by a little bit with 10K in cap room. So this would be all our money going in day one. So let's go see if we get lucky and get everybody we are asking for. So Mike Williams, Sebastian Joseph-Day, and then Jadeveon Clowney. Do they all accept? And yes, they all came here. So that is great. So that's a good day one of free agency, and that's basically all we're going to have. So we replaced Jarvis Landry. We have David Njoku at tight end. So Mike Williams is our brand new wide receiver here in Cleveland, which is fun. I think we need to draft a wide receiver as well, which we will be doing. Offensive line looks fantastic, so I'm glad I don't have to worry about that today. And then I think we do need a wide receiver, like another one, like I said. So we'll probably address that in the draft. And then Clowney, Joseph-Day, Malik McDowell, that looks all good. Ronnie Harris could become a trade candidate later on. I feel bad I didn't really realize that Grant Delpit is here, so we'll figure that out later on. But then outside linebacker and wide receivers, the biggest needs in the draft. But of course, we won't be opposed to drafting best available either. So that's going to be it for free agency. Let's go straight to the draft and let's see what we can snag. So going into the NFL draft, we have pick number 14, round 1. So that's going to be a solid draft pick. So let's go see what we can get here at pick number 14. Middle of the road draft picks. We can go wide receiver. Chris Olave, who had one of the, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but he had one of the better 40s in the combine. So it would have been really good to get him. But unfortunately, we don't get that lucky. So, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if Cleveland did bring in a quarterback to compete with Baker Mayfield. I'm not going to do that right here in the draft. We do need an outside linebacker, and David makes some sense here. We need a wide receiver as well, which could also make some sense. Devin Lloyd. Ahmad Garner, which is also really solid. But unfortunately, I don't think we need a corner. So don't really want to go for Ahmad Garner, to be honest with you. So I'm looking at Devin Lloyd. I'm also looking at David, and I'm also looking at Jameson Williams. So we got F Cash and Traffic. D Juke, he looks terrible. Well, the ratings that I'm seeing look terrible anyway. So maybe I won't go for Jameson Williams. Maybe I'll go for the linebacker to start things off out of Michigan. David here, welcome to Cleveland. We're going to use your services. We're going to need an outside linebacker. And I think with our next pick, second round, we'll go wide receiver. So with our second round pick, let's see if we get a wide receiver here. Hopefully that is a thing we can do. The wide receiver, what do we got here? We got Charles Cross. We got Brandon Smith. Banks. We have Justin Ross out of Clemson, which probably is going to be our selection. We got George Pickens and we got Drake London. So I think I'm going to go Justin Ross here. Question marks across the board. A, injury. B, carrying. F, kick return. F, spin move. But we do need a wide receiver. He's a hidden development wide receiver, which is great. Could have used him, and I'm happy to have him. And we also have another second round pick coming up quickly, and I think this pick will just go best available. So best available, let's see what we got. And I'm not going to pretend I know what best available is because I don't watch college, so I'm not going to sit here and act like, oh man, I know who's best available here. But probably just going to go look at the ratings and kind of see what fits best. Middle linebacker could be interesting. Tight end, George Pickens. We could draft another wide receiver technically. George Pickens out of Georgia if we wanted to go with this route. A, break tackle. B, medium route. B, spec catch. Do we draft another wide receiver? Sure, why not? Hidden development wide receiver. Let's do it. Got two young wide receivers coming in. I think with our next pick, third round, this is probably our last selection we'll make. Actually, we have another third round pick I forgot we picked up for Austin Hooper. So, Kyron Williams, Haskell Garrett, Tyreek Smith, Nolan Smith. Now, I know for sure Haskell Garrett is a star development or hidden development, so I'm going to take him here. Hidden development defensive tackle. Welcome to Cleveland. Just adding more talent there. And I'll make this last selection here, and I'll let this assistant GM do the rest. So, what else do we need? Charles Cross, who shouldn't be falling this far. I've seen him in mock drafts at round 1. Unfortunately, guys, I know I say this all the time, but for you guys just now watching, I cannot find a good draft class on Xbox. I just can't. It's so tough. But What do we want to take here? We got corners, we got middle linebackers, Ventrell Miller, who we scouted quite a bit, round 3 to 4, D zone coverage. He's got C play recognition, C power moves. He looks okay, nothing great. And then do we just take Charles Cross, who should have been gone you know what, we'll just take Charles Cross, who should have been gone a long time ago. That's just more depth on the offensive line. I'm gonna call it good there, though. I think we had a pretty good offseason for the most part, and we should be, we should potentially be back in the playoffs with this team. So taking a look at the team, this is what our offense looks like. Is Baker Mayfield, Nick Chubb, and Kareem Hunt, of course. Mike Williams is our new #1 wide receiver. Never signed him before, so I thought it was cool that we got him. And they got Justin Ross, George Pickens, and Donovan Peoples-Jones. So we'll go ahead and just kind of let Madden go with the flow and who we want to obviously start at the slot or whatever. Then Case Keenum as the backup. And then defensively, this is what our defense looks like. So I'm going to move David to the other side, or one of them to the other side. That way we kind of have that going for us. And then maybe Haskell Garrett down here with hidden development. But Greg Newsome, Greedy Williams, and Denzel Ward looks good. Obviously has some depth at the strong safety, which is awesome. So I'm probably just going to move David to the other side, and then we'll be ready to simulate the season and see if this Cleveland team can make the playoffs. So season #1 comes to an end, and it's exciting that we actually made the playoffs. We get to play our division rival in Wild Card Weekend, and we went 10-7, but the Bengals still own the division, it looks like. So back-to-back championships, our division championships for the Bengals. Obviously just made it to the Super Bowl, so this is going to be a tough task. But I want to look at the stats and kind of see how things went for the team and see what our offense. So offense was 9th in the NFL. Obviously, this is a run-first offense, which is good. And defensively, 1st in the NFL. Okay, that is great to see. Baker Mayfield, game manager type quarterback. I like it. 31 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. Can make the throws when needed. Usually, sometimes, obviously. Sometimes he's inconsistent. Nick Chubb, 600 yards, 18 touchdowns. Kareem Hunt has 600 yards as well. Receiving, Mike Williams came in, 1,200 yards for us. And then Peoples-Jones had 700. 6 from David Njoku. Or 6 touchdowns, I should say. 600 yards. And 500 yards from Pickens. And it looks like Justin Ross didn't get a ton of time on the field, only 124 yards. And then defensively, if we take a look, we had sacks. Let's see, we had 14 from Myles Garrett, 10.5 from Clowney. So Clowney looked like he ended up being a really good guy to bring back. Sebastian Joseph Day with 6.5, Malik McDowell 3, David with 2.5. So Greedy Williams 1.5, and then 1 from JOK. So really good stuff. Interceptions, 4 from Denzel Ward. So #1 defense in the league. Hopefully that carries over to the playoffs. We had 1 touchdown from Denzel Ward. Get to play the Bengals. So obviously this is what you want. You want to be able to upset your division rival. We have to go to their home field to do it, but I think we have the pot. There's a chance we could do it. So let's go ahead and see if we can upset the Bengals, who got Teron Armstead, which would be a really good signing for them because obviously Joe Burrow needs offensive line help. Let's go in and see if Teron Armstead makes a difference, or if let's go sack Joe Burrow a new one. So it is a snowy day here in Cincinnati. I love the Bengals uniforms, by the way. They're just so clean. But regardless, we need to beat them. That's what matters here. So we get the ball to start things off. Let's see if we can go score immediately. And yeah, we put up a field goal. So would have loved to have get a touchdown, but we allowed a field goal on the other side. No score for us this time. And now we're going to go up 10-3. Okay. The Bengals do respond, though, tie it up, and we go up 17-10. And they respond with the field goal, and they're going to take the lead 20-17. And then we take it right back. Can we go up and get a double-digit lead? Not yet. It's a very close game. We go up 31-20. We get the ball back. Interception from JOK. We have 11. Yep, that's it. We came in, upset the Bengals. That's exactly what you want to see. Sorry, Zach Taylor. Had to do it to you. Baker Mayfield came in to Cincinnati, and we did it. Battle of Ohio goes to Cleveland. Let's go see who we get to play in the divisional round. So unfortunately for us in the divisional round, we get to march up to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City and see if we can come in and upset the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, this isn't going to be easy. Probably one of the best offenses in the league. Thankfully, we had one of the best defenses, so hopefully that means something. We can get some stops. Baker could just be the game, keep Pat Mahomes off the field, basically is what we need to do. So we'll see, man. We'll see if we can get it done. Let's see who starts out with the ball. It looks like we are going to. So we need to immediately get a score if we're going to win this game. And that's a good start. 7-0. But Kansas City immediately responds. We're going to have to put up points if we want to win this. 10-7. Don't think field goals is going to do it, though. I don't think it's going to do it. We get the ball back. 13-14. Another field goal. Did we get an interception or something? We're getting really good field position. 21-20 in the third quarter. Kansas City. We get another interception from JOK. All right, on the 2-yard line, we respond 26. Oh my goodness, we are just getting Pat Mahomes. I don't know who is playing for Patrick. Is Jackson Mahomes still in the football right? What is going on? There's no way Pat Mahomes is that careless. Are you kidding? We got to take a look at the interceptions, man. Did he throw like 5? He threw 3. He had good field position. There had to have been fumbles too. There had to have been. We had no, there wasn't. I feel like we had really good field possession that whole game, but whatever. Pat Mahomes throws 3 crazy interceptions. JOK has been a beast throughout the playoffs, and we go on to the AFC Championship. Nick Chubb, 21 carries, 100 yards. Wow. Awesome. Let's go. Let's go see what we get to. I mean, that was the best team. So whoever's in our way the next round, watch, we'll lose. Watch, we're going to lose to the next team. Now we get to go play the Miami Dolphins in the AFC Championship. We just got done beating the Kansas City Chiefs. Definitely better than the Dolphins. I think we can all agree with that. So it would be Madden to go ahead and let me get blown out by the Dolphins after beating the Chiefs the way we did. It would be Madden. So would not be shocked. Let's see what happens. So we get the ball first, and we go ahead and go down the field 7-0. Good start. Another, just more good field position. Interception. Okay. Maybe I was wrong. 20-7. Baker Mayfield has been great, or Nick Chubb, or whoever's leading the offense has been awesome. Okay, never mind. I guess we're probably, well, I mean, I guess I won't speak just yet. We're still a 10-point lead, 41-24. Get a stop. Yeah, I think it's safe to say we're going to be going to the Super Bowl, which is just great in our first year. That's what you love to see. Dolphins got the ball back, but it doesn't matter. 6 seconds left, 44-38. We put up the points we need to. Brian Flores still obviously not the head coach there anymore, but we go in, come in, upset the Dolphins. We've been on the road every game, and now we're going to the Super Bowl. All right, I did not expect that in the first season, but I'm happy with it. So it is Super Bowl time, and guess who we get to play? It is going to be the Arizona Cardinals. Unfortunately for us, Arizona is home pretty much because this Super Bowl is in Arizona. So that's going to be kind of a downfall for us, or a handicap, I guess you could say. 7-0 to start things off, though. They tie it up 7-7. Come on, let's go. 14-7. Good, good. All right, 7-14. Incomplete pass from Kyler. They tie it up, and we're up 21-14 in the second quarter. All right, and a fumble covered by Myles Garrett. 21-14. We're up 28-14 now. Arizona has not done anything yet, and they score. Okay, 28-21. I have to put the icing on the cake here, and I am planning on doing that. So you know what? We have one of the best running backs in football. Ooh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I liked what I see. Mike Williams press coverage. I'm going to it. Let's go, baby. Catch and run, Mike Williams. That's what I love to see. You give me press coverage, and I'm going to take it every time, bro. All right, man. That's what all right, let's go to Nick Chubb now. That is a great first start to that possession. Great first play to that possession. We're going to go halfback stretch here, and let's see if we can get the corner. Oh, we're not going to get the edge, unfortunately. Okay. Now, it's okay. We're in field goal range already. 2nd and 11. Get a 1-yard loss. I'm confident in going right back to Nick Chubb. I know we just lost yards here. Actually, we're going to go to the 2-minute warning first. 28-21. Let's go see if we can put the icing on the cake, like I said. So, we got Kareem Hunt this time out here. I like Kareem Hunt as well. Or, who's it? Wait, what play did I? You know what? I'm seeing Mike Williams in press again. And I might just, it's not there. It's not there. It's not there. I got to throw this away. 28-21, 3 touchdowns, 3rd and 11. So we're going to have to throw this ball. Although we could technically surprise them with a run. And if we want to just settle for the field goal, we can definitely do just that. Which, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to go ahead and just run the football. I'm going to take the field goal. We're going to go up 3. And obviously we're letting Arizona kind of have a window here. But I think if we just make the field goal, we'll be just fine. It's no big deal. So, obviously, I have to make the field goal, which is always nerve-wracking for me. But I think I made it. I drilled this field goal. No chokes for me. And 31-21. All right, as long as we get a stop, this game is definitely over. So, Cairo Santos, thank you for drilling that. And Arizona is going to score. And now we actually have kind of an interesting situation where we kind of need to make sure we do not let Arizona get the ball back. And you know what? I think Njoku's gonna be there. I'm gonna go ahead and... You did not just drop that. Let's just pretend that didn't happen. And I just stopped the clock for Arizona. Why? How do you drop... I'm throwing it again. I know this is stupid for me to be throwing it right now, but I'm doing it. Njoku is not gonna drop that like that. All right, sit down, okay? Sit down. Make them call a timeout. I'm not getting it out of bounds. 31-28. I'm throwing a touchdown on them. I'm doing it. I don't care. I'm not kneeling. I'm going to throw this damn touchdown on them and make them suffer. I want to go back to the same play. This time, Njoku, you're going to catch it. You're going to catch this ball. And you're not going to mess it up this time. There you are. Thank you, Njoku. There you are. And Arizona's going to call their last timeout. We're on the freaking 1-yard line. And just to kind of, obviously, I could just kneel this ball. But I'm not even going to do just that. I'm going to go to Nick Chubb, and he's going to score on you guys. That's what's going to happen. Nick Chubb, go get me a damn touchdown and put the freaking icing on the damn cake. That's what you want. Cleveland in 1 year, we won a Super Bowl. Cleveland, this is for you. Not LeBron James, but I am. Crushables too. And I'm saying peace because we won the Super Bowl. If you want to stick around for the championship celebration, go ahead and do so. But like I said, see you later. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.